I come in?
Yep.
Yeah, please. Hi, myself Parth. I am HR manager of Apex Engineering. I'm Gangadhar Chauhan.
I'm Ravneet. I'm senior design engineer. Have a seat, please.
Please have a seat here. So how was your day so far? Pretty good, but I have to drive from my home like 2 hours. It was difficult. So it is snowing out there, so I hope you don't have much trouble. That's fine. So we are just having a nice talk. So you just have to relax, don't panic. As you know that we are hiring for design engineer, and the design engineer will accompany us for our new project, and you will be working under our design engineer, Mr. Ronnie Poparai. So yeah, tell us about yourself.
So, my name is Gangadhar Chauhan, and I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering from London University, from University of London, and then I did my master's in the same university, and I have 5 years experience. First I worked in London manufacturing as a design engineer, then I just changed my job, and I got a job in Rolls-Royce, Sheffield, and I worked there for 2 years and did design.
Okay. What do you know about our company?
The company basically deals in manufacturing parts of and components of cars, and you also design the components and parts, and you are pretty much best in your work. So that's I research on that.
So, what skills you have for this position?
So I know about like that your company typically use ANSYS and CATIA. By my knowledge, I think so. So I have very good experience in CATIA and ANSYS because I used like for last 5 years I'm using CATIA and ANSYS for manufacturing the parts and engines for Rolls-Royce and London manufacturing. Like I even published research paper on manufacturing and design. So I
So, suppose if you are doing a design and you are stuck, so what will be your reaction?
it's if I'm stuck, it's a design. So in design you always get stuck. So it's a usual thing for me to get stuck. But I just cool off that time, and I just take a time, take a break, and then I start my job. So it's a usual in stuck in any designing. I do the calculation again, and then I find the solution.
So we are using CATIA for our design, right? So it is very good. And so if you get selected, what do you expect from our company?
I expect that I believe in innovation and flexible hours. I don't think like I'm bounded in a boundary. I have to do like 8-hour shift. No, but I can do my work from the home wherever you want. But in this case, like if you give me a design, if you want me to design some component, so I'll be giving you that component of just I can give you assurance that I can work daily like 8-hour shift. I'm flexible type of person. I will do 4-hour shift, like how I feel like. So and challenging works. So I expect these things from you.
As you know that design engineer will be like we are working as a team on a specific project. So how do you describe yourself as a team member?
I'm a team leader and team player. I can step down, and I give chance to everybody to become a leader. And it's not about being a leader every time. It's about stepping down and giving other chance to make their own decision. Like see everyone's views on a decision. So I'm good. I will be good in groups. I do very good in the groups. So
So that's it from our side. So do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, how I will know like if I'm selected or not.
Yeah, we will let you know by email at the end of this week.
We have to conduct 2 more interviews, so we'll let you know.
Any further questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was nice to interview you, Mr.
Thank you, Gangadhar.
Good morning. Myself Parth. I am HR Manager of Apex Engineering.
And I'm Gokul Prashant.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Ravneet, I'm Senior Design Engineer. Have a seat.
Thank you.
How was your day so far?
It was good, but it is a little bit snowing outside, so
Yes.
it was so tedious for me to drive.
And it's gonna snow for like whole week this week.
It sucks.
So we are just we'll just have a nice talk, and we, as you know, we are hiring for design engineer. He will accompany us on our new project as a team member, and you will be reporting Mr. Ravneet Boparai. So yeah, relax. Tell us something about yourself.
I'm Gokul Prashant Tyagarajan. I did my bachelor's in mechanical engineering from Anna University, Chennai, that is in India. And I came to Canada. I did my master's in mechanical engineering in Lakehead University, Thunder Bay. And I was working for a company called Econ manufacturers. They manufacture, they manufacture and design some aerofoil and wing for Boeing, that 777-9X, the new model which is on process. They are manufacturing things. I was working as a design engineer over there, and I got shifted to Toronto manufacturers 1 year. I'm currently working in Toronto manufacturers.
So you have any past experience back in your country?
No, I don't have. Actually, when I completed my bachelor's, I came right away to Canada to do my master's, so there was no much time for me to go get work with some other companies. So I don't have any experience.
So now you are permanently staying in Canada?
Yes.
What are your achievements in your past experience?
In my past experience, when I was working for Econ manufacturers and designs, we came up with the evolving design of wing pattern for the new Boeing 777-9X aircraft, which is at the end of the wing you have a hinge, which is the wing is so long, so we have we designed for a hinge so that the wing can be folded when they are docking, and when they are docking to hangar, it is so comfortable for the operators to do, like they park the aircraft in hangar. So we came up with that, and it was so good, and it is so successful actually.
What design softwares you were using over there?
We were using CATIA, SolidWorks, and which are the main thing we are using, and I know some structural analysis software even.
So how good you describe yourself as a member of team?
I like to work in team actually, rather than working alone, because if I'm getting in trouble, somebody can come and help me, and even if somebody is getting in trouble, I can help them. Like design is very vast, which is very new, and we have to do something every time. We have to do something very new. We can't be going with the same thing, so it is very tedious and it is hectic. So I guess teamwork would be the very best option in the field of design. It is very best to be working with the team.
Nice. So if you get selected for this position, what do you expect from our company?
I expect something creative, like innovative things and innovative projects to work on.
Mhm.
I don't want to work in the same projects or some similar projects which some other companies do. I want to work in something unique and creative. We have to be innovative, kind of thing.
So you have any more questions? No? That's it from our side. I can answer your questions now.
I have one question.
Mhm.
Like, what kind of projects Apex deal with? The upcoming like new projects. What kind of projects?
We are
Apex?
making actually automobile parts
Okay.
for Dodge, Chevrolet,
Yeah.
and all
Chevrolet.
automobile.
So yeah, and Dodge is planning to introduce a new car in like 2018. So we have to do some, we have to manufacture some parts for that car.
Okay.
That's our new project.
Okay.
So as you said that you want something innovative and challenging, creative. If you are selected, you are gonna have a lot of fun.
Okay. Thank you. I wish I would be selected.
We will let you know the results by the end of this week.
Yep.
And thank you so much for applying for this position.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have a drive plate.
Yeah, sure.
Good afternoon. My name is Parth, and I am HR manager of Apex Engineering.
Hello, I'm Gautam Prithviraj.
Nice to meet you.
I am Ravneet. I am senior design engineer.
Nice to meet you.
Please have a seat.
So Gautam, how are you today?
I'm fine, sir. Totally fine. I am pretty much excited about the snow outside.
Why are you excited? You haven't seen snow before?
No, this was my first snow.
Oh, so you are from India?
Yeah, I'm from India.
So as you know that we are hiring for design engineer, and it is for our like he will accompany us for our new project. So we are just gonna ask you some questions about you and your previous background. So you don't have to worry about anything. Just relax. So tell us something about yourself.
Hi, my name is Gautam Prithviraj. I have completed BE Mechanical Engineering in Anna University back in home in India, and I had a very good honorable degree with a gold medal, and I worked as a senior design engineer in Royal Enfield. I worked for many parts, and this was a very famous company in India. And in my company, I achieved and I got promoted for 3 times in the past 5 years. And for my interest in studying in abroad, I came back to Canada, and I decided to take a 1-year course of automobile engineering, and I have completed, and this was the first interview I'm getting in Canada.
So what type of softwares you were using?
Back home in India, we used AutoCAD for designs and Pro E and StatPro.
So as you said that you worked for Royal Enfield.
Yeah.
And you would be like happy to know that we have made one part for Royal Enfield Thunderbird.
Yeah. Like the Apex manufacturers.
Yeah.
The Apex manufacturers are producers of gears in the Royal Enfield.
Yeah.
And we are very happy that the product is very good and it's very qualified. And so what I just applied in the Apex Engineering.
So why do you want to join Apex Engineering?
Apex Engineering was the first and famous company which was in the rival to the most of the companies in Canada, and it was producing and it was going to sign a new contract with the Dodge and Chevrolet in the coming years. So I was pretty much excited about it, and I wish to work with this company.
As you said, you were design engineer in Royal Enfield.
Yeah.
So what made you to come to Canada and do automobile course?
Yeah, I was a design engineer in India, but the patience which lies in me to visit abroad and study in abroad makes me to choose Canada, and I visited Canada.
So how do you think your past experience make you fit for this position?
Yeah, I have a past 5 years of experience. It's just an automobile parts even. So this company also are producing on a very much pretty good. They prefer automobile parts. So the design engineering, which have the same experience in automobile parts manufacturing, can be pretty much works well in this company, fit for this design engineering post.
Mm-hmm. So in your past, have you worked as a member of group?
Yeah, I was the team leader of my group, and I designed many of my parts. I was promoted to the team leader actually.
Mm-hmm.
I was working as a crew member,
Mm-hmm.
and even I was promoted to team leader.
So how will you handle if any conflict arises between you and the employees?
It was pretty tricky question. Let me say, like when I was a crew as a team member, I will directly report my direct supervisor to handle about the conflict. And when I was grown on as a team leader, then if a team, I feel that there is a conflict going on with my team members, I will take them to my person and I'll talk to them separately and I'll reduce the conflict.
If you get selected, what do you expect from our company, from this position?
In this position, I like to work as an independent. Like I have to independency in my work. I have to report only to my direct supervisor. This was a fire expectation from my side.
Question? So do you have any further questions?
No, sir.
So that's it from our side also.
Thank you.
Thank you for applying for this position.
Thank you so much.
We'll let you know by the end of this week. Okay.
Thank you, Gautam.
So now all the interviews are done, and I think all of three are having good qualifications and experience that are required for this job. So, and now you have to work as the supervisor of them. So what do you think? Who should be selected? Personally, I think Gangadhar Chauhan, the first candidate, according to my marking system, he is at the top. So how about you?
Even I think Gangadhar fit this position. He has done lots of research work in design. So I think he will be a best candidate.
Okay.
Even I doubt for Gokul.
He is not having the background that we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Gangadhar fixed?
Gangadhar is fit.
Fit. Okay. So we went Gangadhar Chauhan for the position of design engineer in Apex Manufacturing Private Limited for our new project.